Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Azima. You can call me Azima. Now I'm the 6th semester in Yayan Parepare Special English Department. So for today, I would like to make some video about my mid test. And then I have to explain for material in assessment and evaluation. Well, I have 4 questions from my lecture. That is, the first is before we're going to explain the material, we have to know what is the question first. The first is how to construct a good test, and then the second is how to design classroom language assessment. And then the third is when the assessment could be practicality, reliability, validity, authenticity, and washback. And then give some example. So the last is how to assess the listening. That is the question from my lecture. So in this time, we have to explain the answer from that question. Okay. For economizing the time, let's get started. First is before we going to the answer, we have to know what is actually the definition of test. Well, definition of test first is a test is a method of measuring a person's ability. Jadi tes ini adalah salah satu cara bagaimana kita mengetahui kemampuan seseorang tersebut. Nah, baik itu kemampuan ilmu pengetahuan, keterampilan dan juga keterampilan. Kemudian measure atau bagaimana kita yakin bahwa seseorang itu memiliki keterampilan. That is general ability, jadi kemampuan umum. And then the last is performance atau ability. That is components to perform language or knowledge about language. And then next is we are going to assessment. What is the definition of assessment? Assessment is ongoing process that include a wider domain than a test. Example, responding to a question, and then writing an essay, offering a comment, reading, listening activities. And then jadi assessment itu sendiri jadi yang pertama yang harus dilakukan itu yaitu test, assessment, kemudian teaching. Jadi sebelum kita teaching, we have to give some tests to our student, so we can know what method that good for teaching our student. Okay. Next, there are 2 kind of assessment. The first is informal and the second is formal assessment. Okay, informal assessment is first is takes a number of forms, and then the second is designed to elite performance. Example, nice job, good work, marginal comment on papers, atau responding to a draft of an essay, advice, a suggestion. The second is formal assessment. Formal assessment is a systematic and planned construct to give an appraisal of student achievement. Okay, next is formative and summative assessment. The example is a comment, a suggestion, and attention to an error. The next is summative assessment. Summative assessment aims to measure or summarize what a student has grasped and typically occurs at the end of a course or unit of instruction. Example, final exams and general proficiency exam. Next, norm reference criterion reference test. Next, discrete point and integrative testing, which this discrete point test assume that language can be broken down into its component parts and thus parts can be tested successfully. Then, closed test and distinction. A closed test is a reading test in which roughly every 6 or 7 words have has been delayed. And then next is communicative language testing. You need to reiterate hypothesis content that all the discrete points do not add up to the whole, and that language proficiency is indivisible. And then performance-based assessment involves interactive tests such as oral interview, written production, and open-end responses and group performance. Next, traditional assessment. Traditional assessment, one-shot standardized exam, multiple choice format. And then next is alternative assessment, continue long-term assessment, ultimate free response format, contextualized communicative text, individualized feedback and washback. And then the next is computer-based testing. Computer-based tests items have fixed, close, and response. Small-scale tests available on website, large-scale, and standardized test. Computer adaptive test is a specific type of test. Okay, now we are going to the second question. The second question is how to design classroom assessment. Well, how to design classroom assessment. Designing classroom tests, the first we have to know the critical questions. The first is the purpose, the second is the objective, and the third is the test specifications. The fourth is 5 principles. The fifth is scoring and feedback. Next, test type. Jadi test types. First is language aptitude test. Second is let me measure capacity or general ability to learn a foreign language and ultimate success in that undertaking. The third is 2 English language tests. And then the fourth is proficiency test, APT test, overall ability. And then next is proficiency test. The first is PT are almost always summative and norm reference and do not provide diagnostic feedback. And then next is TOEFL, consists of section on LC, structure RC, and WE. And then next is placement test, which is the test item shouldn't to be easy or too difficult but appropriately challenging. The second is placement test, come in many varieties atau variasi, dimana depending on the nature of a program and its needs. And then next is varieties are such as comprehension and production, written and oral performance, open-ended and limited response, multiple choice and gap filling format. Next is placement test, which the objective of placement test is to correctly place a student into a course or level. The next is other benefits include face validity diagnostic information on students' performance and authenticity. The next is example, summer program in English comprehension and writing at San Francisco SU. The next is diagnostic test, which diagnostic test is designed to diagnose a specific aspect of a language. And then next is usually such test over a checklist of a feature for the teacher to use in pointing difficulties. Next is a placement test may also serve diagnostic purpose. And then difference between placement or assessment test. Next is diagnostic test, which assessment test analyze the extent to which students have acquired language feature and have already been taught. And then diagnostic test should elicit information on what students need to work on in the future. They can help a student become aware of errors and adopt appropriate compensatory strategies. And then assessment test, and then test construction. Next, test construction, devising test tasks and multiple choice. Which weakness of we have to know what is the weakness of multiple choice. The first is only recognition knowledge, guessing, restricting what can be tested, uneasy to read successful item, harmful flashback, and next is cheating. It's more open a chance to other student to cheat with the other student. Next is multiple choice test item and multiple choice, and then 3 item indices and grading, giving feedback. Well, now we are going to the third question, that is when the assessment could be practicality, reliability, validity, authentic, and flashback, and give some example. Well, how do we know if a test is effective? Practicality, reliability, validity, authentic, and flashback. Well, practicality, applying principle to the evaluation of classroom tests. Are the test procedure practically? The teacher and students' time construction cost. Administrative detail to some extent by what occurs before and after the test. And then practicality checklists are administrative detail clearly established before the test. And then the second is the test reliable. Test and test administration reliability can be achieved by making sure that all students receive the same quality input, whether written or auditory. Example, reliability test is consistent and dependable. If you give the same test to the same student or match student on 2 different equations, the test should yield similar result. Jadi ketika kita memberikan pertanyaan kepada student yang pertama dan yang kedua, whatever our method, the result should same. Jadi jawaban dari student itu harus sama dengan student yang lainnya. Kemudian physical context of reliability. Every student has a cleanly photocopied test sheet. Sound amplification is clearly audible, video input is equally visible, and lighting, temperature, extract noise, and other classroom conditions are equal. And then consequential validity. Aspect of consequential validity is the effect of test preparation courses, manuals on performance. Jadi, indicator of test validity is a well-constructed spec format with familiar text, clearly double within the allotted time limit. The third is clear and uncomplicated. The fourth is direction that crystal clear, text that relate their coursework. And the sixth is present a reasonable challenge for difficult level. Next is authenticity, the degree of correspondence of the characteristic of a given language test text to the feature of target language. Next is flashback, the effect of testing of teaching and testing. Negative effect of flashback is restriction of content, narrowing of curriculum, and too much time practicing for the test. Jadi membutuhkan banyak waktu dalam mempraktekannya. Kemudian positive effect-nya itu transparent, objective, and outcomes. The second is increase motivation of learners. The next is increase accountability of teacher. And in large scale assessment, Westbeck generally refers to the effects the test have on instruction in item of how students prepare for the test. Example, cram, course and teaching to the test. Westbeck insists a number of basic principles of a language, a question such as intrinsic motivation, autonomy, self-confidence, language ego, interlanguage, and strategic investment. Now we are going to the last question is how to assess the listening. Like what I hear from the video that already explained by Arif Rahman, that is the assessment listening divided into four types. The first is designing assessment text. Designing assessment test intensivitas listening, di mana yang dimaksud ialah memahami elemen struktur seperti fonem, kata-kata, intonasi atau kategori kata-kata bahasa. Kemudian yang kedua itu designing assessment text responsive listening, di mana pemahaman tentang konsep pragmatis seperti mendengarkan tata bahasa yang relatif singkat seperti perintah, salam, pemeriksaan pemahaman, and etc. And then the third is designing assessment text selective listening, di mana menentukan makna dari pendengaran. And then the last is designing assessment test extensive, atau di mana yang dimaksudkan yaitu mengembangkan pesan atau intisari pemahaman yang didengarkan peserta didik. Well, that is my video about my mid test, and then I cannot explain until 25 minutes. I'm so sorry for that, and thank you very much for your nice attention. I hope you understand what I said. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.